Well, let's get this party started.
Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
And not photoed today. We have Blood Axe. He's mostly going to be in chat. He's been a little under the weather, but he is here with us.
Wants to hide his COVID face.
Yeah.
I don't blame him, dude. Like, I had a meeting Friday, and I wasn't feeling well, and I did not turn on the camera. I told him, I said, y'all don't want to see me. I look terrible. Like, my eyes were red. I was like, I had a cameraless meeting, so I feel him on that.
Yeah.
But don't worry, man. Dicejunkies don't die.
Well, I mean, we missed the show last week because you had gotten sick, too, last
I
week.
had the flu or COVID. I don't know which one.
Yeah, so I don't think he had COVID. It wasn't long enough.
Nah, probably the flu.
Yeah. But anyway, we're back. We're all alive. Some of us more so than others. Blood Axe is hanging on.
And, you know, sometimes you need that just to get your blood pumping, you know, that
Oh,
near-death experience, you know, wakes you up. You know, I'm just a little further on the mend than him. He's still got about another 48 hours before he'll probably be presentable.
Well, I mean, speaking of near-death experiences, Blizzard's back in the news again.
But for once, it's not like, do you guys not have phones? Like,
oh, man.
or weird, like, we took a painting out of Warcraft off a wall and replaced it with fruit. Do you love us now?
So this time it is Microsoft that is buying Activision Blizzard. Now this was a bit shocking. I was really surprised.
I am all about our new Microsoft overlords. I am a Microsoft man.
I'm not so sure I go that far. I will say, out of the options for Activision Blizzard, this was one of their few options they had. You know, we had been saying since all the scandals and all that, they were either going to have to try to consolidate, come under a new name, you know, or something to try to wash off some of that mud. The other option was to have somebody buy them.
I couldn't trust Sony's with these IP. I'm sorry. Sony's weird changes they make to stuff. I wouldn't have trusted them. But also, well, that's almost a later topic. But like, only Microsoft could have made this deal.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was like a $70 billion deal, or almost $70 billion.
No, if you count what it took to get rid of Kotick, it was 70.
Okay.
He left with $1 billion plus. Like, and that's okay. We'll just get into it. A big reason they can almost make this deal too is that Bobby Kotick, who needed to go so much. Oh my God, did he need to go? Like, you know, man, I watched Sterling, and like they've been talking about the Kotick thing for a long time, so I've known Kotick's a fucking monster. Like, when bad stuff came about of Kotick, I'm sitting here going like, you guys needed to watch some Sterling. He's been talking about this stuff for a long time, but like, he needed to go. But the price tag to get rid of him, I don't even know if anyone else could afford it. The amount of money he had to make for the company before he left for him to feel okay to leave and what he wanted to go, I don't even think Sony had it. I don't even think Sony could have afforded to get him out at all. So I only think Xbox had the cash to go, yeah, we'll give you 68 point something billion for the company. You can leave with $1 billion. Just get the F out. We'll act like we don't want you to go, but everybody knows you know how you know someone wants to get rid of you? They give you $1 billion to go because people are mad that they're letting him leave on a high note. And I'm like, giving somebody $1 billion to get rid of them does not mean you like them. That means you're willing to pay anything.
It is a testament of a strong contract. You know, if you can get away with making a strong contract, then do it. You know, I mean,
yeah, he's a shyster. But they got rid of him. They got the company. I'm sorry, you keep going. But like I said, I'm just so happy he's gone.
Yeah,
my biggest fear is that Kotick was going to still be there.
So anyway, we have the Xbox now with Activision, Blizzard, and Kong, or is it King? It's the company that makes
a lot of the
Candy
mobile
Crush
games
and all these mobile games. Yeah,
That's where they're going to get a lot of the money back. I ain't going to lie. They're going to get a lot of the money back on the mobile.
Dude, Candy Crush is still pretty popular game.
Candy Crush is just one of the mobile games under Activision.
All you got to do is release a new Candy Crush. You don't even have to change anything. You just call it Candy Crush, I don't know, 3, 4, whatever number they're on now. And it's going to get downloaded and, on all kinds of people's phones. But, then you got StarCraft, World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is a perpetual money machine already because, you have monthly subscriptions coming from that. So, that means as soon as you actually pick up this company, it's already has a money source churning.
And if they can revitalize Overwatch, come out with Overwatch 2. And Diablo's in the middle of making another Diablo, which we know is going to be massive when it comes out.
Well, yeah, Diablo 4 is in the works. Overwatch 2 is in the works. Both of which may actually come out before the merger is finalized and everything. Because they're saying that the merger is going to be finalized about mid-2023. And I know Overwatch is supposed to be really close, and I think Diablo 4 is as well. So
they'll probably still get a piece of that pie, though. Probably part of the deal. To pay that much, they had to get a piece of that pie.
The deal struck. So
yeah,
And
then the next Call of Duty, because Call of Duty Vanguard is trash fire, but the next Call of Duty, which may not be on PlayStation, will be a big one because Call of Duty is going to sell every time. Even after Vanguard, people will buy the next Call of Duty because they've done bad Call of Duties before, made another one, and it still became the top-selling first-person shooter after a bomb. Yeah. Like a bomb in the Call of Duty series does nothing to stop Call of Duty. That's how powerful a first-person shooter franchise it is. They can drop the ball, and people will still buy the next Call of Duty. That's to me is power. Mm-hmm. When you can F up real bad and then have the top-selling first-person shooter on your next game.
Well, and let's not even talk about the stuff that's already out there making money and is popular. But, Activision and Blizzard has had this huge backlog of titles that were popular at one point in time.
That they didn't do anything with it.
And, that's some of what Phil Spencer was talking about is he's actually talking about reviving a lot of the old Activision games. So who knows? We may see Guitar Hero again, I actually missed that game.
Dude, playing out with friends was fun. I don't care how lame it was. It was fun, and sometimes fun trumps everything.
Oh, yeah. So, it could be very interesting to see some of the old games come back.
Yeah, I meant to, but I got busy to go through and start snagging it because there's a lot of IPs out there that you've forgotten about, people. Trust me. That if I looked them up, you'd be like, oh crap, yeah, that. I forgot Activision killed that.
Dude, King's Quest. Remember King's
Classic? Quest? Crash Bandicoot, dude, who was the flagship character for PlayStation.
For Sony, yeah.
I still love the flex of we own your flagship character that you used to have.
Hexen was an interesting game back in the day.
I would love to see it. Activision killed a lot of smaller companies too. They absorbed some franchises, like you say, and then didn't do anything with it. So seeing them potentially pull these out, and Microsoft has proven they're willing to put their money where their mouth is. Imagine a better Warcraft because it actually has somebody behind it with money. That's not like dying. They can actually put the money into the quality.
Well, like I said, the Crash Bandicoot is actually a big win for Xbox because Xbox has been looking for some more younger audience, IP, and
new Crash Bandicoot game would be great for kids. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's an amazing merger. Some people are freaking out, and I don't blame them. There's a lot of people worried.
Well, like I said, when you had brought it up, and I was like, it's good. It may not be good. Anytime you have, we're starting to get, we got it in the movie industry. Now we're getting it in the game industry where all the power and all the IP is starting to fall under a couple of different large corps, and like you said when we were talking about it over text, I'm a little too old to start my running career, the megacorps.
Yeah, I mean, when we have the megacorps get started, I'm gonna have to become a company man. So hire me, Microsoft. I guess. Just don't turn into as technology. Don't. But I mean, that's for the Shadowrun fans out there. But yeah, it's basically. I mean, the reason why I guess I'm not freaking out is because it's gonna happen. It's just the way it's going. It's gonna end up being a couple of major powerhouses, and that's just it. And Microsoft isn't innocent, but compared to the options, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. As an American, especially, I'm going to be pro Microsoft just because the other companies have a lot of foreign interests heavily invested. I'm sorry, I'll never trust Tencent. I just don't. And Epic's got Tencent all up their butt.
And then PlayStation being tied in with Epic. And
PlayStation tied in with Epic, which is tied in with Tencent.
Yeah.
You know, I know that's the difference between Japan and China, but I mean, it still just is alarming. And then Sony, I don't really have a problem with Sony being Japan. I actually love Japan. But it's the problem of Sony themselves making weird decisions with games and content and screwing with stuff. They're kind of like Funimation, where they screw with stuff, which is funny because they are basically together now. And I don't see Xbox hasn't been accused of altering content. You put a game out, they don't censor your game. They don't make you change what's in the game, from what I've heard so far. The hands-off approach is what I like, because it means that whatever we get from Activision, hopefully there'll only be a mild amount of tampering. Sony's tampering the heck out of stuff, and that's why I don't like Sony's. They tamper with the content. So I have to root for Xbox because I'm likely to get a more pure experience of what the game's supposed to be.
Well, and I will say, after this merger, of course, Sony took a hit.
$20 billion stock hit.
It did seem like they were doing everything they could to try to not take that hit. You know, I mean, Sony came out and was like, "Oh, we're sure Xbox won't
take Call of Duty away."
Yeah. And
Xbox just over there kind of smiling like, you know. We got contracts.
They're like, well, we'll honor our contracts.
We'll honor the currently existing contracts for the games that are out right now.
But yeah, so on top of that, well, it's not just the games that are out. I mean, the contracts are made before the games are out, so there's definitely going to be some.
I bet they had a contract for the next Call of Duty, though.
Depends on how far out it is.
Vanguard's still pretty new.
A lot of times they contract these things out a couple of years in advance.
We'll see. All I'm going to say is that hit tells me that the contracts ain't as strong as they thought. Because, I mean, that kind of stock hit means somebody on the inside looked at it and said, you guys are screwed.
And well, and then on top of that, PlayStation's rumors started coming out of PlayStation having a Game Pass that would be competition for Xbox's Game Pass.
I love the Xbox reaction to that. They just said, "Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's fine. We want competition. Go for it." Because right now, there's no way PlayStation's going to be willing to match them on the sheer content. What is it? On like same day release on Game Pass. Major titles and new games popping up on Game Pass.
Well, I mean, when you're the company that brought something out and somebody starts trying to come out with something similar, I mean, they gave the best answer. I mean, right there at the top, when it's like, when I hear others doing things like Game Pass or coming to PC, it makes sense to me because I think it's the right answer. Yeah, you think it's the right answer. It's what you're doing. So.
And you're killing it. Because they've already said that they're like, oh, yeah, we going to have Warcraft and all that. Okay, like they're already going like, come on, what you got?
Well, I hadn't seen anywhere where they said they'd have Warcraft and stuff on there. I saw where they said they would put the games that were viable to put on Game Pass on Game Pass, which most likely means that your stuff, your more online centric games may not go up there at first, you know, because they go through BattleNet and all that. You have Overwatch, Diablo, World of Warcraft that all go through BattleNet and have that aspect. Now,
you mean what you're saying is they're gonna have to integrate BattleNet into Game Pass?
I mean, if they want to get that stuff going, or either go back and rewrite the code as to go around BattleNet and use some kind of Microsoft server. But
I bet they'll just write it, like integrate it.
But that's why I figured they said it that way. that they do the ones that were viable to do so. So you'll probably see like the old Warcraft strategy games and StarCraft and
The classics, yeah.
stuff like that. You could easily see on there stuff that isn't related to an active server.
Okay.
But
I mean, PlayStation's got a lot to catch up with.
BloodX says maybe we will see Ghost finally. No, we won't.
Hey.
Don't wish, man.
Hey, you want to know what? I say this. I never thought I'd play Psychonauts 2. And I'll be a dentist. I never thought I'd play Psychonauts 2. It was in development hell.
Yeah.
And you know how far back it goes? It goes back as far as Ghost.
Yeah.
Like, Psychonauts 2 is old as Ghost. And, like, I may be wrong, but I really feel like it's that old.
That was a good one, Blood Axe. I forgot about Ghost, man. That's been so long.
But if they did come out with it, it'd be a heck of a victory just to be like, we make miracles happen.
Yeah. Oh, man. But
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I wish PlayStation luck, but I also know how hard it is to play catch up. I mean, there's so much stuff out on Game Pass, and it's expensive to start this.
Mm-hmm.
And this ain't a good time because they just took a stock hit. So it's going to be hard to invest the money into it, is why I think they're going to have trouble. Now, I'm not wishing them trouble. Believe it or not, I'm not. I just think that's not how you spell Activision.
I don't care. Google will fix it. Don't call me out on my bad spelling, man.
You spelled it like atavism. That's a whole different word. But I think they're going to have a lot of catch up because, one, it's expensive. Two, they've got some licenses, but quantity-wise, I don't know if they have as many unique licenses as Xbox at this point to fill out their pass. I don't know. I'd have to really sit down and make a comparison. But I think they got a challenge. It's going to be expensive, and also they've never been good at online. That's always been a thing. PlayStation Network's always kind of sucked. So it's not like they're coming, whereas the Xbox Live was pretty good. I loved Xbox Gold. Me and Blood Axe, been on it for years before the Game Pass, and it's been a better service. So you're coming from a less effective or less smooth online service you offered anyway, and now you're trying to offer a more complex process of this Game Pass when you already weren't doing so hot before. I mean, we could ask Zeno. He's had both recently, and he switched to Xbox because the PlayStation. Am I right? Like, you did not like the network.
Oh no, the network and the UI were horrible. I mean, Xbox is definitely so much better there. There's still a few games that are Sony exclusives that makes it hurt a little bit, but other than that, nah, man, I'm the Xbox was definitely the better choice. I was over here looking up Activision. I forget how long Activision's been in the game.
Oh,
man.
That's an old school,
I mean,
dude.
They have games listing all the way back to the 1980 time.
Some of the OG games.
Over 40 years of games.
I forgot about Skylanders. Skylanders is big with kids, or at least it was. I remember for a while. Oh crap, the old Tony Hawk.
Oh yeah, they have the Tony Hawk franchise, True Crime franchise, Spyro franchise.
Oh, another one with kids.
Skylanders, I'm not familiar with.
That's with kids. That's a toy-based game series. That
Space Quest, which was that's old.
Holy crap, Pitfall.
Yeah, Pitfall. Oh man.
So why did they go back to 1980?
Yeah. Oh no, Activision. Yeah, I mean it was back on the Atari, dude. I remember my Atari 2600 cartridges that said Activision on them. With games like Pitfall.
They did Rambo for NES.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Oh, the old Cabela's hunting stuff.
Oh, that has its own crowd.
Yeah. Salt Heroes. I'm not familiar with, and
3D Ultra Mini Golf. Hey.
I'm not familiar with, but
behavior. Yeah, so like I said, it's an incredible acquisition. What they're gonna do with it, I'm really hoping that with that much money spent, that will be an influx of cash that'll revitalize some franchises and also improve on ones that kind of fell off. Like I'd like to see something new for Warcraft. Like he got me into playing World of Warcraft, and I feel like it's not a bad game. It needs something new. But if they made a new World of Warcraft, I'd check it out. You know, so
the Lost Vikings was interesting.
Man, I used to
like
play
that puzzle platformer type.
Yeah.
I mean, this was such a huge buy by Microsoft. It still amazes me. Teddy Sprinkle says he still has his Atari 2600 and Pitfall. Hell yeah, dude.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and try to guide him. Okay, Microsoft. Next one, get Capcom.
Capcom.
I need somebody to put out. Okay, Kitsune is still waiting for like the next Mega Man Legends game. It's like Psychonauts 2 and Ghost. He's been waiting for years. So get Capcom, bring back. Also, is it Capcom also Castlevania?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Or is that Konami?
I
think Capcom's Castlevania.
Yeah, I think so.
So but I mean, it's Street Fighter. It's frigging Mega Man. It's several other franchises. That's far from the main one.
Konami's Castlevania.
If I had to choose, I'd rather they grab Capcom first. Even though I would love a new Castlevania game that's not a pachinko or NFTs. They're selling NFTs for the anniversary of game art. Freaking hell. Anyway, though, Capcom. Go ahead and grab Capcom next. Then you can snag. Konami's not a small company too. I think Konami does DOA, don't they?
Konami.
Are they DOA?
What is the Konami franchises? Metal Gear, Silent Hill, Castlevania, Contra Frogger.
Sweet go then. That's old school or free. Oh, they're not DOA.
No, I thought Capcom was DOA.
Oh, Capcom Street Fighter.
That's Street Fighter. That's right. I don't know. I can't remember. You know, they also don't always list everything when they show. Dead or Alive is
Koei?
Team Ninja.
Team Ninja, according to Jarrett.
Yeah.
Slash Koei Tecmo. Okay.
Yeah. So
they should be cheap to grab. Them.
Oh well.
Like Team Ninja can't be that expensive.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, but yeah, big acquisition. Kotick is out. Supposedly for a little while, stuff's still going to be multi-platform, but we all know what the future holds. Sony's scrambling. Everybody's waiting to see what Sony's counterattack's going to be. I'm curious, too. I just hope they don't grab anything I like because, you know, that's my fears. They're going to grab something and I'm going to lose, like, more. I'm already not able to play several things because of Sony, and I'm scared they're going to grab somebody I actually like. But in exchange, I get Diablo and Warcraft, so, you know. I've always wanted to get into Diablo. Maybe I'll be able to finally really get hardcore in Diablo. I mean, Diablo 4 is coming out. If it's going to come out on Xbox, I'll play it. And it is now. I can probably be out on Xbox. So, you know, all hail Microsoft.
All right.
It'll probably be on Game Pass.
Oh, that'd be great.
All right. Well, we'll wrap up the show right there. Thanks, guys, for watching. Be sure to check out Dicejunkies.com where you can find links to everywhere we are online. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Twitch every Sunday at 3:30. Unless we're sick, obviously we missed last Sunday, but
we'll try to we had too many people sick at the same time.
Yeah, two out of three. So, but all right, guys, thanks for watching as every week.
We hope you enjoy. Well, then I have to ask you then, what did they do to your tomatoes?
They fucked my tomatoes up.